Gauri Shankar sir, you there, sir?
Yes, ma'am, I'm here.
So shall we start?
Yes, ma'am, please go ahead.
I think we can start, Alva sir. Siddharaj sir, 41 members idhar hai. Shall we start, sir?
We can.
Yes, sir. Good afternoon, all of you. I welcome all the participants to this webinar. Myself, Asha KN, Assistant Professor, Department of Computer Science and Engineering. Also, ACTS Department Coordinator. That's a startup cell in our Ambedkar Institute of Technology. Hereby welcome all of you to this particular webinar. The main objective of this webinar is to create awareness on the challenges and issues involved in establishing startup and create a platform for students to come up with ideas that can result into startup. That's the main motive we started with this particular webinar. We have an eminent speaker for this who is a real innovator. You'll come to know when you go through his webinar. So now to start with, I request our beloved HOD to give the welcome speech. Sir.
Thank you, Asha. Shall I go ahead?
Yes, sir.
Good evening to everybody. Respected research person, distinguished colleagues, dear students, and my co-colleague participants. On behalf of CSC family, Dr. Ambedkar Institute of Technology, may hearty welcome you all to you for this one-day symposium or seminar, as the topic mentioned, to be an entrepreneur. So one of the first area which we identified, how you people are going to enrich your ideas, how do you convert your ideas into products, so on and so forth. So in this connections, department is going to organize all these latest technologies which helpful to our student community, and I request you all of you to enhance these best facilities which we created to excel in our own field. So I must thanks to my all the coordinator who has taken the initiation to identify this topic. Dr. Prabha, professor, Dr. Sailaja, a professor, Asha KN, Veena, Lavanya Santosh. So I must thanks to all my colleagues who has taken these initiations. And I appreciate their concern to the department activities. If I say anything, they will take it as a challenge and will execute the work to develop a working culture in our department. The credit goes to them, and also all my colleagues who has actively participated virtually, knowingly or directly or indirectly. As you all know, the Department of Computer Science is a aided department which is recognized by the Government of India, affiliated to Vishwaswara Technological University. We will all going to conduct all such activities to bridge the gap between the industry and academia. So, to enrich your ideas and to mine the hidden talent what we have, we are invited a known personality, an international scholar who is pioneered in this field, is none other than Sriram K. Vasudevan. Sir, on behalf of CSC family and Dr. Ambedkar Institute of Technology, I welcome you, sir, for this wonderful session.
Thank you, sir.
And I once again request all my colleagues, friends, students, and other distinguished faculty who have participated, make use of this facility and encourage us to conduct all such activities in future also. Thank you one and all. Over to Asha.
Thank you, sir. Thank you for your speech, and without your cooperation, it will be not possible to conduct such webinars. Now, I request our Dean III, Gauri Shankar sir, to please address the gathering.
Thank you very much, ma'am. Good afternoon, all. Today we have Dr. Sriram with us, and he has immense knowledge about the startup and entrepreneurship space. And I urge all the participants to gain insights into his immeasurable experience, which Dr. Sriram, he himself has gained over the years. And as far as ACTS is concerned, let me tell you a few words about ACTS. So ACTS stands for Ambedkar Center for Tech Startup, and it is the startup cell of our institution. Dr. Prabha ma'am, she is the institute coordinator for ACTS, and Asha K. ma'am, she is the department coordinator for CSE. Likewise, for other students who have come from the other departments, they can find their department coordinators from the institute website. And as far as ACTS is concerned, it is the platform for all of the startup activities that you need to conduct or you need to pursue at our institution. And we have also framed a very robust policy as far as the startup activities are concerned at our institution. And I also need to bring this to the notice of all our students that our institution management, so they have come forward to sponsor financial grants for students who have a very good startup idea as well. So this is where we need to tap the expertise of industry persons like Dr. Sriram, who can guide our students to reach that next level. And I also take this opportunity to congratulate all of my coordinators who have worked hard to make today's webinar happen in a grandeur way. And again, on behalf of Dean III's office, I welcome Dr. Sriram, sir. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. Thank you for making all the students to know about ACTS. Hope they will make use of it. Now, I request Professor Veena Poddar to introduce our eminent speaker. Over to you, Veena.
Thank you, Asha. Good afternoon, everyone. It gives me immense pleasure in introducing today's speaker, Dr. Sriram K. Vasudevan. Dr. Sriram Vasudevan has multi-potentialities, that is, he has many different interests and creative pursuits in life. He has done his PhD and Masters in Embedded Systems. He is the Intel Champion IoT Innovator, NVIDIA Jetson Ambassador, DLI Instructor, NASCOM Prime Ambassador, and Huawei Developer Expert. He has a blend of instructor. He has a blend of industrial and teaching experience for 14 years. He is passionate to take up challenging tasks. He has qualified for reputed publications across the globe. He has authored 122 research papers in international journals, 28 papers in international and national conferences. He is recognized and awarded by ACM, Procter & Gamble Innovation Center India, Amazon Web Services, Sabri Technologies, IEEE Compute, Smart India Hackathon, Hack Harvard at the Harvard University, and he is also a winner of 50+ hackathons. He is selected as a member of the Intel IoT International Advisory Board. He is a mentor for the startups GetVU, BGB Industries Private Limited, and Lupus Vertec Private Limited. He was selected as Intel IoT Innovator and inducted into Intel Software Innovator Group. He was awarded the Top Innovator Award in the years 2018 and 19 at the Innovators Summit. He is a world record holder with his sister Shubhashri Vasudevan, where they are the only siblings on the globe to have co-authored 9 books together in the unique world record books. He is interested in teaching, training, and testing in performance engineering, embedded systems, Internet of Things, augmented reality, and virtual reality. He has been delivering talks at workshops, conferences, and summits, and is involved in coaching and mentoring students towards success in entrepreneurship and placements. With this brief introduction, I now request Dr. Sriram K. Vasudevan to take over and start the session. Thank you.
Thank you, Veena. Sir.
Asha, one second.
Yes, sir.
I am very sorry because all these activity initiated by our Dean, Dr. Gauri Shankar, and he is a professor in computer science also. Thank you, Dr. Gauri Shankar, for your wonderful support and that action you have taken to organize this seminar. Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you, sir. Sir, Sriram, sir, I think you can share the screen.
Yeah. Thank you very much. Good evening, everybody. Good evening, professors. Good evening, head of the department, sir, and Dean, sir. Good evening, Asha, ma'am. Thank you very much for organizing it. Veena, ma'am. Yeah, hi to everybody. So I know most of you here, so thank you very much for calling me time and again. Today, the topic is a little different. So when I was approached for this topic, I was a little pumped up because we can learn something new out of it. First thing is, startup is startup culture is growing in India like anything, and we have been seeing a lot of startups which are coming up and which are booming also. At the same time, out of 100 startups which come out, 80 startups fail. So that's because they start in a hurry and they bury themselves in a hurry too. So you should not be that. So whenever you are trying to become an entrepreneur, you need to understand certain things very, very clearly, and then you need to step into it. So before understanding things clearly, it is not good to go and good to start with. So I sincerely request you people to make sure that you understand what is the startup culture. Before that, what are the things associated with it you need to know. First thing is you need to know a couple of very important aspects of startups. One is like you need to know what is camper. There is something called as camper technique. That is a technique we normally call as. So that technique will let you understand how do you create something new. How do you build something new? What are the dimensions that you have for a particular product, for a particular idea? So please learn what is this first. This is my first suggestion to everybody who wants to try out entrepreneurship or try out building product for that matter. So I'll quickly let you know what it is, and then followed by that I'll let you know how do we generate ideas. Sir, I want to be an entrepreneur, sir, but I do not have an idea. So I will talk about it as well. Followed by that, I have a couple of very nice animations that I have found, and then I will also let you know some of the resources which you can follow towards applying for fund with Government of India as well as in private forums. And then I will show you a couple of very good products that I have built, which is now a startup. As informed, I have got 4 startups working under me, and I mentor them. So very interesting stories are there. I will tell you that over the period of time in this session. So I'll not bore you for sure. I know it's very difficult to sit in the afternoon, post lunch. So I'll try not to make you sleep. But it's going to be interesting. So let's first understand what is scamper. But scamper. What is scamper? Whenever you have an idea in hand and if you want to curate it better, people normally follow scamper. What is scamper, sir? Scamper is a combination of substitute, combine, adapt, modify, put to another use, eliminate, and reverse techniques. We are going to learn all these, which will help you in bettermenting your ideas. It will improve your creativity, it will enhance your ideas, and for sure, this is going to give you better results. We'll take an example, we'll go step by step in each of these, and I'll let you know how exactly things work. Now let's take some product or service that you want to improve. Let's apply Scamper to it. You will see the results, and the results will be really encouraging. Let's get into yes in Scamper. What is yes? Yes is nothing but substitute. What resources can be substituted? What materials can be substituted? What other processes can be used? Can you substitute some rules? Can you move this person out of the team and bring somebody in? All these are called substitution aspects. I can analyze what all can be substituted with something else, and that's called yes in Scamper. And I can give you a simple example. Can we substitute a 5-gear system with a 4-gear system? Can we substitute sensor A with B? Can we substitute algorithm A with B? All these could improve efficiency or give better results. That's called substitution. So whenever you have an idea, you should always think about what all can be substituting. I'll give you a simple example from cricket. Can I substitute Shubham Gill with Prithvi Shaw? Will it give me better results? That's it. That's called substitution. So the yes in Scamper is all about substituting. C. Combine. What is it? Can we combine this product with another? Can we combine this product with another in such a way that we get a new product out? Can we combine the purposes? Can we combine the objectives? Can we combine and use the resources? What all can we combine to make the system give better results? All these are the views that you need to look into when you think about C, which is nothing but combine. How about combining the solar with electric bike? This is the question that you can ask yourself if you are building a product that line. How about combining computer science with electronics? That would be nice. So the combination is to be thought of whenever you have an idea. So the S is for substitute, C is for combination. A. What is A? Adapt. What is it? Well, what else is your product like? This is a very important question. What else is your product like? And what else your product can do? That is, do we have any other purpose for the product? I have a product. Can I do something else also with the product? That's a very important question that you need to ask yourself. So if so, you've got a chance there as well. What other context can the product be used? Can we have a wing in the scooter? Just a funny thing. Can we have a wing for the scooter? That's the way you need to think. That's the way creatively you need to think. This adapt will let you think about what are the other possibilities for your product. I have product A, it can do some things. What other purposes can it meet? I have already designed an algorithm, it does something. Can it also do something? So we need to understand that the A is very important and A is called adapt. S is for substitute, C is for combine, and A is for adapt. Now, modify. M is for modify. How do you change the color? Can you change the shape of the product? How good it would be to change the feel of the product? What would you add to modify the system towards adding value? Can you make the system big? Can you make the system small? All these are the questions that one should ask towards looking into the aspect of EM, which is nothing but modification. All these should be asked because you could improve your product, betterment your product, or get your product to the next level. So this is all very important. Whenever you create an idea, whenever you are building an idea, think about the aspect of modification also, so that you can open the doors for bettermenting the product. A simple example could be adding mobile charging unit in the bike is an innovation. I modify it slightly. Providing an adjustable last row in the car. I have a car, the last row should be adjustable. It's a small modification that I have to do so that I can take freight or load along with me. That's it. It's the simplest way you can think. Now, P. What is P? P is nothing but put to other users. Right. Scamper, we have seen SCAM. P is what is now we are seeing. P is nothing but put to other use. Can this product be used in other industry? Think about it. I am building a product. Can this be used in other industry? Can someone else use this product? I have designed a product. Can someone else also deploy this product and use? What other purposes can the product serve in the current state? Remember it. What other purposes in the current state it can serve? Can we use fire alarm and design for household in the industry? That's the simplest way I can ask you a question. I have designed a fire alarm, but I designed it for household. Can I use it also for industry? Can I use it for a theater? Like that, I need to think. This is called P, which is nothing but put to other use. E, eliminate. What is eliminate? How could you simplify the product? What features, parts, or rules which are unnecessary, which are found to be additional stuff can be eliminated? How could you make it smaller, faster, lighter, or more fun by eliminating the unnecessary stuff? What will happen if you take away some part of the product or some parts of the product? You need to think about it. So you have got a product, you have designed it. You need to now identify is there something in addition which is an add-on to it which will not make any value to it. So we need to identify those. So eliminate the things which are really not required. And this aspect of thinking is very important because it is going to cut the cost. It is going to improve the product. It is going to reduce the weight. I mean the form factor. Everything will be bettermented through this approach of elimination. But you should not eliminate the core content. What is R? R is nothing but reverse. What would happen if you reverse the process? You should ask yourself the question. You have been following a process to build the product, to build the idea further. You can also ask yourself the question, what if I reverse it? There could be some great things which could born, which could get birth when you reverse things. What if you try the exact opposite things against what you have done? You need to think about it. What components could you substitute or change in order? I mean, what are the components that you can really change? I have got a lot of components. What I have got real set of components available. I need to change. What could be changed? You need to think about it. I have got ABC. Can I replace it with DEF? What will happen? What roles can we swap? I have got multiple roles for each and every components, maybe for resources. Can I swap roles to see if they will give me better results? And the most importantly, how do you reorganize this product? I want to reorganize. What are all the options that I will have in order to reorganize it? So all these are very important. So essentially, what is Scamper? Scamper is nothing but substitute, combine, adapt, modify, put to another use, eliminate, and reverse. This will definitely improve your idea. And whenever you are going for a hackathon or whenever you are going for building a product, please follow this. You will. All right. So I gave you clarity about what is Scamper. I hope this was useful. Now, sir, Scamper is fine, sir, but I do not have any ideas in my mind. How do we generate ideas? See, one thing that I always tell my audience and tell my students whenever I deliver any lecture is ideas are not anywhere away from you, they are within you. If you see people around you suffering with some big problem, which is a problem for a long time, which does not have any technical solution, and if you have a technical solution for that, you are an entrepreneur. So that's how things are. So identify the problems which are nearby you. You need not break your head to identify problems which are far away, and you cannot get a solution for it. So all the business solutions which are booming up, all the business solutions which have found a great value are all the solutions for people. So innovating with rocket science is okay, but innovating for the people is most important. So how do we generate ideas? Is the next thing that we need to understand. Many people ask me, how do you get ideas for the products that you build, for the hackathons that you participate? All those questions will be answered in this session, and why ideas are important. Without ideas, we never get any new products. Without ideas, there are no new innovations. You would not have got iPhone, or you would not have had anything that you have in hand, which are all technological advancements, without somebody's idea coming into play. And most importantly, idea is very critical for all the innovations, for all the progress that we are making. So this session will discuss about how do we get ideas. The first point that I need to tell you, where is the idea born? There is no specific place that the idea borns from. So it can get a really birth when you are walking, when you are drinking, when you are playing, when you are sitting idle. So there is no specific place that you will get idea from. So this is one reason that some of the companies now they started keeping a very engaging workspace, and they have changed the workplace, the atmosphere, everything has been changed so that more better ideas can come. You keep your environment very nice, you keep your atmosphere very engaging, very enriching, you will probably get good ideas. So there is no specific place that will definitely get you good ideas, and it can be getting birth at any place. Right, let's get into the rules. Rule 1, the first point, focus on something which is really needed. Well, when there is an idea, it should always be towards solving problem for the people. There are many problems that are surrounding us, and you need to pick up one of those problems and build a solution, build your idea towards bringing up the solution for this particular problem. It may not be rocket science, but the problems that you're going to solve should be really very important. Please understand and observe immensely and find out a problem which is troubling people for a long time, and that could be your business value. That could be your hackathon idea. So you need not search around for problem statements, for ideas in papers that are already published or in articles that are already available. Instead, you can start looking around to get the ideas. It should be towards solving problems for the people. Which is really needed is what is most important. You need to really solve problems which are needed. That should be your idea. So pick the one which is really needed. That's the first rule. Second rule, do not schedule. Please do not schedule idea generation time. I will sit today from 6 p.m. to 7 p.m. to generate ideas. This won't work. Please break out. These kind of rules or stringent guidelines towards generating ideas will never work. You could get an amazing idea when you are about to take a nap. So please understand, you cannot have a schedule. Keep it in back of your mind. Keep thinking about that, and it could come to you anytime. So do not schedule idea generation time. Observe. This is most important point. Observe deeper. You got an idea, you got a small point, observe, talk more about it, speak more about it to your friends, write about it, make sure that you get it more into yourself, and then the idea will further be curated. Do not keep that same point and keep clinging onto it. Develop it further. Talk about it to people. Help yourself by discussing that particular point to people who can give you real good inputs about it. So it's more like you are going to discuss that with people, open up, be social. This is the third rule, which is very, very important, because only then you will get to know what you are thinking or what you want is right or not good. Rule 4, capture. This is very, very, very important. I always would like to tell you this, keep something like Google Keep or notes or something like that, because you never know when you get an amazing idea. When you get an idea, please make a note of it. Many ideas are missed because we don't make a note of it. For a good person who wants to really build a lot of things, for a scheduled person who wants to build a lot of things, please make a note of ideas whenever you get it. It could be very silly, it might not be really great, but make a note. It could really be helpful for you at some later point. You keep a tool like Google Keep, as I told you, which will be really helpful for you to make a note of your ideas and don't miss it. This is a very important rule that all the successful persons have followed. Rule 5, brainstorm. This is a very important point when it comes to the ideas getting bettermented. Well, I have a team of people who all have some amount of idea about what I'm going to do. We'll sit together and we'll start discussing the single point that I have got as my idea. This will be like a brainstorming activity where varieties of vast array of ideas will come in on the same line. Please understand, I have got an idea. People will start thinking in the same line and they will throw their light on that particular idea and we'll have to find the best solution out of it. We have a lot of rules that you need to follow when you go for brainstorming session. Please understand, brainstorming cannot go forever. You should have a stringent time guidelines and keep it for 1 hour, 1.5 hours, 2 hours, something like that. Second, stay focused. This is your problem statement. This is what I'm going to brainstorm on. For example, I'm going to build a solution for easier navigation checks. That's it. Stay there. Do not go left or right. Stay right there and discuss that point. Stay focused. Please do not judge or criticize anybody's inputs. Brainstorming sessions are not meant for criticizing or showing your skills. They are meant to collect as many inputs as you can and pick the best out of that and to form a real meaningful stuff. Please do not judge. Please do not criticize. Allow more ideas to evolve. Allow anybody to speak over there which are in line with the thought process of your the dot point, the point that you have already given, the idea that you have given should be further evolved. So for that, everybody should think and everybody should speak. So allow them to speak, allow more ideas to evolve and make it visual. If you have a presentation or if you can draw something and explain, that's going to be better because it reaches people faster. And most important point, don't make it a very clumsy discussion. Make it one at a point. One person should talk at a point and you should be a moderator probably to allow them speak, but all of them should be in a very organized way. Only one speaker or only one person should speak at a time so that you will not miss the point, miss the points. Conclude. And most important point is you need to conclude everything properly and derive all the points that people have given you, all the views have given you, and then from that you will have to take one point out of it. If you are not satisfied with the solutions that you have received, brainstorm again. The loop has to be repeated. So brainstorming is nothing but a discussion with a set of people who are almost like-minded, who can give a lot of inputs, and from those inputs you can pick up the best of the points for you to curate your idea in the final way. This is the most important set of rules that people normally follow towards brainstorming. And at times the brainstorming really goes like a fight or goes like a real nasty discussion where they keep showing off that they are skillful. No, that should not happen there. It should be like you should allow everybody to talk and you should pick the best out of it. It's absolutely team effort, and remember that. Rule 6, variance and devil's advocate. What is it? For the same problem, for one idea or one problem that you are trying to solve, you must be having multiple solutions. Pick all them in the table. You need to analyze all of them and you need to really find out which solution could be the best solution for it. This is called variant. I have got multiple variants available for the same problem. Only when you think about the variants, you will be able to get the best of the solution. So make sure that you get this in the table, and that is very important. And please have somebody as devil's advocate. There cannot be always people saying that, wow, amazing idea. You need to always have somebody telling you that this is right, this is wrong, how will this work? That is called devil's advocate. There should be somebody who is playing the role of checkpoint analyzing every time. They should analyze, they should ask questions. The questions are really to be meaningful, and the devil's advocate is going to be the real bright role in the entire team. And make sure you have somebody who is really sensible and who can play this role. Right. Thanks. And I hope these 6 inputs. So if you see this is very clear. Idea is not something that will come to you overnight. It's a habit, it's a culture. So you should start thinking when you go out, see for problems. There are multiple problems that are surrounding us. It's not easy world that we are living with, right? So there are multiple challenges. So you can get solutions for many of them with ease. That's my very sincere input to you. Now, having said that, what is entrepreneurship? That is what we are here for, right? So I'll quickly show you what exactly is an entrepreneur, what exactly is entrepreneurship in fact, through a very lovely animation which I could spot somewhere. And I'm sure you will like it. So after that, we'll go on to building products again, and it will be very easy for you.
What is that word? Entrepreneur. An entrepreneur is a person who thinks up ideas and then takes action to make those ideas happen. This often means starting a business that generates a profit or makes money. Entrepreneurs see a need and meet it. Once the word gets out, business gets good. Anyone can be an entrepreneur. All it takes is an idea and some hard work. You'll know when you've found that great idea. You might even need some extra help. But sometimes getting the right idea takes a few tries. Even though it's tempting to give up, a true entrepreneur is determined. Entrepreneurs learn from their experiences and mistakes and use them to perfect better ideas. Try new ideas. Eventually, you'll find the sweet spot.
Oh, so that was a nice video, right? Quickly. So first you saw that that particular cartoon character has opened up a juice shop in the winter season. It failed. Then he opened a coffee shop in the winter season, which was a success. That's how it is. We never know what is going to be happening in the entrepreneurship journey, but we will keep evolving. We will keep learning. That's something that I always see in entrepreneurship. I've been working with a lot of entrepreneurs, as I told you. I'm going to show you one more very quick animation, which will be really, really nice for you. After that, I will tell you a success story of a particular entrepreneurship team which I'm working with. I'll show you the product that they have built, the struggle that they have undergone. You will be motivated for sure. If it doesn't motivate you, nothing will. So that's the kind of story that we faced, and it was a life threat that we faced, multiple challenges we faced. I'll tell you all those. I'll show you the product that we have built as well, and you will definitely be moved.
She's one of the best businesswomen in the world.
What does she do?
Oh, lots of things. She's an entrepreneur.
Does that mean she's French?
No, she's got lots of ideas. A bit like me.
I've always had this knack of making cash in different ways. Simple things so time consuming as long as it pays. All I did is put my head to it, bring ideas to life. It ain't easy all the time it takes, determination and drive.
Be an entrepreneur. Our French word it is for someone who shows initiative. Entrepreneur. You could be an entrepreneur.
You're wondering where it all began, how on earth did I get here? All the companies with employees began with a single idea. Looked around, put my ear to the ground, never used the word cannot. Then I made a plan because I understand what it is that people want.
He is an entrepreneur. It's a big word for sure, but it's simple at the core. Entrepreneur. You could be an entrepreneur.
An entrepreneur makes the best of things, turns wants and needs into happening. An entrepreneur dreams sky high, brings ideas to life, think and makes it fly. An entrepreneur is super clever. Make a buck from any endeavor. Just close your eyes and visualize.
You are an entrepreneur. A French word it is for someone who shows initiative. Entrepreneur. You could be an entrepreneur.
What you need to start on your business path is a vision and self-belief. Then work out what you need to succeed. Say the hassle and the grief. A business plan where you want to land and the tools to get you there. How much will it cost? Profit and the loss. Be original with flair.
Then you're an entrepreneur. If you're thirsty, no delay. We will make you lemonade. Entrepreneur. Your dogs look depressed. Don't walk around your service. Your sons are looking down. With the new gardener in town. Post boxes to feed. Let me make a delivery. Entrepreneur. You could be an entrepreneur.
Right. That should have been inspiring you. Right. I'll tell you the story that I told I'll tell you. By the year 2014, this happened. I was a professor then. I was not in industry. I was in teaching. As usual, every teacher out here will have at least 10 students mapped to them as mentors or advisors or something like that. Am I right, Asha ma'am? There will be a rule called as mentoring or caretaking or something like that. Some term would be there.
Mentoring is there.
Yeah. So I had the same pain point. People don't like us, and we don't like to do the rule, but we have to do that. That's how it is, because it is advising people. Advising never works.
Yeah.
What happened is, I had 15 children by the year 2014, out of which 3 children did not perform well and they failed, and 5 papers out of 6 papers, 1 paper I think they didn't appear. So these 3 children, I had to really motivate them and to tell them that, see guys, the life is so important. Only when you score marks, you'll get married. I need to tell them X, Y, Z, lot of stories. So I hate all those stories generally. So what I did is I took them to a movie. The movie was Iron Man. I took the complete time off with them to watch the movie and dinner. After dinner, I told them, see, guys, you have to do well, and the time has come where you need to prepare, because next year is going to be a final year, and make sure that you clear up all your arrears. I stopped it there. One of the students out of those 3 asked me, sir, can we do something that Iron Man did? I told him, see, Santosh, I think you are out of your brains, so please eat well. I'll drop you at home. Please go safe and sleep well. It's the exact statement I told, and I dropped them back at home, in hostel, and I came back. The next day morning, these 3 kids came back to my cabin and they asked me, sir, can we do what I invented? I was like shell shocked. They didn't sleep for the whole night. They didn't sleep, believe me. They didn't sleep for the whole night, and they understood what it was. What is that Iron Man was doing? It was Iron Man 2, I think. It was fully graphics what Iron Man was doing, and it was designed by somebody by name John Underkoffler. And Iron Man will pronounce it as augmented reality, but it is not AR, it is graphics. These guys wanted to do that. I was like totally inspired, as well as this input is very new to me. So then we started exploring what is it. We understood what is virtual reality first, then augmented reality. What is that we are going to do with it? All these in 2014. People laughed at us. People had a great laughter. I'll tell you what, when I told this to my head of the head of the department literally told me, don't do wish kind of things and try to impress me. This won't work. This is the same statement I got. So because it's like augmented reality and virtual reality is all with gestures that we can control things. And I told that, they didn't believe. So what happened is we kept trying the best. We built our first product. The moment you scan our QR code, whatever we provide you, you will get your digital piano in front of you with augmented reality. This is the first product. So you can play piano. There will be a virtual character that will come and teach you. So with this limited confidence, what we did is we applied for an event called as Leap Accelerator, which is conducted by the Leap Motion Sensor Company. Leap Motion is a big company in US. So they conduct this accelerator event every year. In 2014, they conducted it in a grand way with $25,000 seed money. Believe me, $25,000 seed money and $1 lakh as investment. If you win, you will get $1 lakh. So we applied for that, proposing to build the world's first augmented reality headset. We have won. We were the first, or we were the only team from Asia to be selected for 2014 Augmented Reality Leap Accelerator contest. And we went there to San Francisco. We stayed there for 6 months and we built the product. It was terrific experience. Every day we used to come in the last train from San Francisco with BART, we call it B-A-R-T. So we used to come in the last train because our work will not be over till then. And every night would be a nightmare for us, because there will be a lot of tall, 6.5, 7 feet people sitting there. They will be drunk and they would ask you for money. All these things we have seen. And end of the day, the final demo day has come, and we demonstrated our product to everybody. And we were given the winner slot, and we were given $1 lakh as investment. And now it is a startup doing very well. And adding cherry to the cake, the person who judged us was the one who built the Iron Man concept completely, John Underkoffler, the CEO of Oblong Industries. He's the one who judged us. He offered us to be mentored under him, and he did not charge even 1 rupee. It was a great honor for us to work under him, and he gave us a lot of inputs. Whatever he visualized as graphics, we were able to then start implementing it as products. So all this happened. So one movie has changed the life of people. So if you get some idea, if it is appearing too cranky, don't skip it there. It could be the idea which can change the world. I'm going to show you how exactly the product that we built has been supportive, has been changing the content, and it is something that you will definitely love. So I will show you that quickly right now. See the way we have built the augmented reality headset. Followed by that, I will also show you the applications that we have built with the augmented reality. And all these are very important and easy to build as well. I mean, this is something that You can also try. Everybody can try. That's how we started it for fun, and end of the day, we are now making a lot of revenue through that, and we are employing people. We have got around 10 people working with us in the team. So that's how it is. Innovation will definitely drive you to the next level, and that's what is happening in our case also. So I'll show you the demo now. Have a look at it. I'm certain you will like it. So this is the product that we built in San Francisco, winning $1 lakh as prize money. I'll just show you that once again. Now see the screen. This is what we built. This is an augmented reality headset. So by 2014, if someone would have told that we are going to build an augmented reality headset, people would have laughed. That's what has happened to us also. So we have built it. You can see that the leap motion sensor is in the front side of it. It is facing you. We have filed the patent request for integrating the Android with the leap motion sensor. And you can see that we have got the screen of the mobile phone as your main screen. And we have got a lens over there which can project you like this. The moment you launch the application, you will get applications available in front of you. I need to just drag and drop. You can move away and come back. The application will stay there still. It is called as augmented reality context switching. So we do perfect context switching. And I can move the screen, keep it anywhere. I can launch as many as 10 applications. For an instance, I can launch GChat at one end, Facebook at one end, my official work at one end, email at one end. 10 applications can go around me, and I need to just turn my head all around. And wherever, whichever application is launched, it will stay right there. Right there. I mean it. So you could see that the way we have built this, and this is excellent application which has received a lot of accolades. Now I'm going to show you the same virtual reality component which we have used towards enriching the way the real estate content, real estate advertisements can be made better. This was very well appreciated by the company called JLL, which is a very good company which is a very big company indeed for real estate. So you could see that right here, the way we have completely visualized the virtual reality. Hello. We can see the demo of our system that we have built with virtual reality. Surya Builders is shown right in the entry for the visitor, the likely customer who is visiting our community. This is a gated community, and you can see the way we have designed the compound walls. The bricks are also designed so nicely and so realistic. Now the walking tracks are shown for you. All these are very good, very realistic, and the customer would certainly like to walk in this virtual reality experience. Now we are giving you the view of the entire gated community right here, which is being shown in front of you. All the villas are designed similarly because to get the feel of the gated community. We are showing you the tennis court right now, and now we are taking you through the basketball court. See the way we have designed the compound walls for this basketball and tennis ball court. It is all very nicely designed, and care has been taken that it looks very good and realistic. Now we are collecting the granules and the sand particles for making sure that this pavement even looks as realistic as it has to be. Now we are showing you the lawns where chairs are designed, and this will give the customer the complete understanding of how big and how good the lawns would be. From the lawns, the view of the entire community is also presented along with even the car parking. Now you get the complete 360-degree view of the community that we have designed. The chairs, including the nuts and bolts in the chairs, have been taken care of because to give the customer the 100% feel about the real property. Now we are getting you through the community hall where we have play area for the children also, and including all the play equipment there, we are displaying it right now. We can even have children there along with some notice boards if you want us to keep so. Now, the time has come for the customer to visit our house. We have designed a house, and we are going to take you through the house step by step. It starts with the hall and it ends with the terrace. We have designed each and everything in the house very carefully and artistically. You will feel it right now. The entrance is here, and you can see the hall with the sofa along with lights in the top. We have got the dining table, and next step is we are getting you through the hall where we have kept the fridge, and now this kitchen where we have got the stoves available for you along with wash basin. All these are designed realistically, and the colors of the wall The equipment or the components over there can also be changed based on the requirement of the customer. Now we are taking you through the bathroom. Along with the hanger, we have designed it, and the wall color can also be changed. We are taking you through the steps, and this leads you to the master bedroom. The master bedroom is designed right here, and including the night lamps we have designed it, we can even switch it off to show how exactly it looks during the night. Now the master bedroom's bathroom is shown right now in front of you. We are taking you out of this master bedroom to the secondary bedroom right now, where you can see the bed color, the blanket color, everything is differently presented here. We can change it as per the requirement. Now we are presenting you the balcony view, where the customer will get a complete feel and look of how it looks like from the balcony. We are walking back right now, and we are heading to the hall where we have sofas, and there is a view through the glass door which is presented right now in front of you. And now we are taking you back to the next level. Now you can see that we have stairs, and we can give the feel to the customer with even the stair climbing noise or volume there as well. Now we have shown you the terrace where we have even the Tata Sky dish over there. So all these are very realistic, and we hope the customers like it as well as get a complete immersive experience about our property. I hope you liked the demo. It was all fully built with virtual reality, and you need to just wear the spectacles, the headsets that we have, and if you, it will be like you need to just walk on the treadmill to feel the complete experience of how do you feel like walking inside the house as well. We are connecting it to treadmill as well. So we are now working on marketing it, and I'm sure it will reach places because this is the way you can do innovation. This is the way you can explore entrepreneurship, and it's going to be pretty easy also for you to do. You do once, you can modify it a number of times. And during the COVID, we started thinking about producing or building some supportive elements for people to really be protected from the hiccups that they are facing in terms of non-availability of ventilators. So my team and we decided to really build a small low-cost ventilator which can be implemented, which can be used in some hospitals at least, and we tried it out. Unfortunately, it came well, and now we are in the phase of making it. We are in the prototype phase. We have built the prototype phase. Now we are making the alpha, beta kind of stages we are working on. We are also trying to get some good fund for building it to the next level. I'll show you that. See the way things have been done. So it is an opportunity for us to build something during this tough times where you will get a lot of support from the government of India also. So I'll show you the schemes that are available in the government of India for you to become an entrepreneur. To see this is a small, simple, smart ventilator. We are yet to make it as a packaged content, but still, I'm sure it will be done in another few days time frame or maximum 1 month time frame. See the way it is built. Hello friends, welcome back. In this demo, we are going to see how exactly we have constructed a smart ventilator system. The system is fully functional and very affordable. We have included all the important features, and all the vital tracking parameters are also included in this entire setup. This setup will help you in static ventilation, dynamic ventilation, and this has got fail-safe mechanism and little more than that. The entire setup is fully functional, and you are going to see the demo for the same right now. Yes, this is a smart ventilator system that we have built, which everybody can afford now. The process is very simple. The first step is to register the patient in the ventilator system. That's what we are doing right now. I'm registering a patient by name Bharat. The moment it is done, the world of usage is very simple and easy. You could see that immediately a simple and easy to use interface appears in front of you, where you would start getting the heart rate and pulse oxygen levels from our setup. And you could see that we got a message as connected before the data started beeping. Since we have not tested it with any patient as of now, you are not seeing any data there. The moment I give my data, you can see that the heart rate and pulse oximeter will start giving me the data. Now we could analyze about the hardware setup right now. We are using Node MCU with ESP8266 module for communicating over AWS IoT Core MQTT service with the application. Arduino Nano for intermediary data collection from the sensors and transfer to the Node MCU via serial port. We are using Max 3000 SpO2 and heart rate sensor, and we have got MPU 6050 3-axis accelerometer for tracking the patient's breathing pattern. We have got buzzer to give feedback for every detected heartbeat, and we are using stepper motors, NEMA 17 stepper motor, A4988 stepper motor driver module, and 2 power supplies for stepper motor and for the microcontroller side as well. make sure that the connections are all proper if you are trying the same thing. Now we are going to track the health vitals right now in the same setup. I'm keeping my finger over the sensor, and you can see that we get the beep over it. That's from the buzzer. At the same time, you could see the data coming right in the right hand side in the Android app. So both can be visualized and heard, and this helps in understanding that the data is all fine. The moment I take it off, you can see that there is a real-time reflection in the right hand side in the buzzer noise stopped. So this is all very important and very easy to understand as well. Now we'll go with the static ventilation. The resuscitation process is a direct reflection of the values that are fed from the Android app. You can see that I'm going to give the values and I'm going to move the content from the Android app, and you can see that the resuscitation will start appropriately. This is all done real time, and we are able to definitely get it visualized properly through this setup, I would say. And I have a start stop button as well. Now when I change the values out there, that's what I said, whatever values you are changing in the Android app, you could see that the immediate reaction changes here in the left hand side setup. The resuscitation is completely based on the values that are fed from the Android app. So this is static, you are changing it manually as well. So we can also make it dynamic, and that's what I'm going to show you a little later, but this is static. You can see that the variations are all fantastic, and it's really real time. Because when you design a system for medical or healthcare systems, it should be really real time. So that's what we have tried to produce, and it's closely accurate. It's very good, in fact, I would say. The next one is dynamic ventilation that I'm going to show you as well, where we are going to learn the patient's respiratory pattern by analyzing the value coming from the accelerometer. I'll show you that setup as well. Before that, you can see the complete stretch of how we can vary the values from the lowest end to the highest end for the resuscitation process. It's very nice, isn't it? I hope you liked it. Now, what are we going to go with this dynamic ventilation, where the system will start learning the respiratory pattern by analyzing the value coming from the accelerometer, which is strapped onto the patient's chest, and we can track the diaphragm movements, and this system tries to imitate the same on the resuscitation process so that the patient would feel more comfortable as he or she can recover and start trying to breathe at their own degree and proportion. You can see that there. Now, the most important part comes. We have got a fail-safe mechanism. This is how we can have a companion over there, and the companion is going to be updated completely about what is the status of the ventilator. So you can see that in the right hand side we have got a companion mode where I have added something called as Amrita, and it is given a number 2. Now we'll start getting the updates about the ventilator which is in use, and I need to add all this properly. So I'm adding companion data here in the left hand side, which is the ventilator mode. Now you can see that in the right hand side we'll get updates about the status of the usage of the ventilators. You can see that Bharat is active and there is a green color update available. Now I'm going to disconnect the internet for the ventilator side, I mean the left hand side. Once I do that, I got a message immediately in the right hand side. So the ventilator has small functions. So this will definitely help doctors as well as the companions who are sitting with them to understand that if things are all okay. Now, when I enable it again, things will be back in normal mode. You can see that it has gone green color. That's it. I have explained you very clearly how exactly our system worked, and this is a very simple, very effective system, I believe. And if you have any comments, suggestions, right. So I hope you liked it. So these are all the kind of products that you can think about. I mean, this does not cost you much as well. So you can build all of this very inexpensive investment. And sir, what is the support that I get from Government of India? Do I have any support? Yes. You need to go with seedfund.startupindia.gov.in, where you have got lot of events and multiple contests are available. You can see that these guys are really great. So seed funding dot startup. I'll copy paste that link in the chat box. So all of you can really participate in this kind of initiatives. And I think Government of India is really rocking here. Not many countries have this. So these guys are the call for applications is not on one time; it is year round. So sector agnostic, which means you can really focus on some particular sector and go ahead with it. Physical incubation is not required. You can see that we want startup as well as for incubator. Your college can set up an incubator by getting funding from that, or you can start a company and you can get completely funded. We've got a lot of events connected to it, and please go through this. And apart from that, do we have anything else to work on? Yes, I will show you that. You'll be like shocked. We have Samrit scheme, Startup India seed funding. I told you that Startup India initiative is there. Aspire is one of the very important schemes. Pradhan Mantri Mudra Yojana, Ministry of Skill Development and Entrepreneurship, Atal Innovation Mission, EBIS portal. There are so many events. See this, all these are fully funded. Either they fund you or they mentor you with apt people to mentor that particular ideas. And I'm copy pasting this as well in the chat. You can really try out to identify if you can be part of some of these events. So this is really great. In no other country would probably have this clear vision in terms of entrepreneurship and startup. And not only this, you should not stop here. I always say this: you need to go to hackathons where you can present your ideas and see if you can get funded from them as well. There is something more called as Dev Post. I will show you that where the prize money is more of funding. I will show you that quickly. So you can see that here, this is called form of hackathons. So you have n number of hackathons here. See the prize money, $51,000, $150,000, $30,000. So it is all great price money out here. So when you want some investment, when you want some seed money, I don't think anybody else can give you like this. So this devpost.com will give you a lot of opportunities. Even the HCL is organizing hackathon with $20,000. So no code or low code platform. That's what they are working on. Blockchain. So you can begin with whatever you want. This is a great opportunity for you guys. We did not have this kind of opportunities when we were students, but in my opinion, you guys are lucky. You have got n number of opportunities and see that it's going and going and going. All of them are minimum like $15,000, $20,000 prize money, and you can try identify the easiest of the hackathons in terms of number of participants. You can see that there are very limited number of participants, right? So you can participate in this and see if you can really win. So you should identify those kind of contests, participate first, get some motivation. We all need motivation, right? One success will get us motivation. I have copy pasted that as well in the chat. I'm also providing you my YouTube channel where you can learn more about entrepreneurship, more about learning how to build products and all. So I'm doing that here. So you can reach me with your questions, if any, through my email. I'm giving you my email ID. I hope I made sense for this 1 hour and I did not bore you. If you have any questions, please go ahead and ask me right now. So I'm going to stop presenting. So you can ask me any questions. If you have, I'll be very glad to take it up. And I hope this was a useful session. And thank you very much once again to the organizers for organizing this kind of very motivating initiatives. I'm really glad to be part of it. Now, children, if you have any question, please go ahead and ask me. I'll be really happy to take it up.
Thank you, Sriram sir. It was really an amazing webinar. You gave so many ideas and you made them to know how to get ideas as well. And
Thank
the
you.
last one you showed, it's really, motivating them to do any simple thing which they can think and to do for, welfare of the society. Yeah. As participants, if any questions, you can post in the chat box or unmute yourself and you can speak. Or else he has given the Gmail ID, and as well as he has got his YouTube channel where you can. Yeah. So there is a question in the chat
Sir,
box.
what if we don't have any knowledge about our core subject, but have anxiety to do startup? Startup has got nothing to do with your core subject. So, for example, computer science student can never say what is core subject for them. I am really skeptical about that. I cannot say what is my core subject if I do computer science. It can be operating system, it can be computer architecture. Nowadays things are changing, so don't worry about it. But startup is all about getting an idea which is not done by somebody else, or if you can do better than what others are doing. So if you have an idea which you feel like deserves some attention, let me know. I can definitely look into it and I can see if I can mentor you as well, and we can discuss. Not be a problem. Yeah, any other question?
Any other
Mohammed,
questions?
I hope I answered your question, Mohammed.
Mohammed, I hope you got your answer.
You can type in the chat yes, so that I'll understand. Yeah, great. Any other questions? I'm glad at least one question came. I need people to ask question.
Rahul, you have any question? You unmuted.
Yes. Rahul, I'll get you chocolate. Come on.
Any questions, participants?
Alright, if you do not have anything right
Yeah.
now, don't worry. You can mail me. I'm always reachable, so you can definitely drop me an email, or you can catch me out in LinkedIn in the chat, a colloquial chat. I can answer your questions. That's the way it has to be. It need not be so very formal for discussions. So you can reach me out whenever you have any questions. I'll be very glad to be associated with you guys. And once again, I wish to thank organizers, ma'am. Thank you very much, ma'am, Asha, ma'am.
Thank you, sir. I just now request Professor Lavanya. You there, ma'am?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah.
Yes, ma'am.
Please, can you please give the vote of thanks?
Thank you. First of all, I would like to thank wholeheartedly our today's speaker, Dr. Sriram Vasudevan sir, for his valuable inputs and make us understand how exactly ideas and action towards ideas leads to earn money. Thank you so much, sir. Thank you for your valuable time, sir. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much.
Next, I would like to thank management, PBP Welfare Trust, and Principal, Dr. AIT, in their absence. I would like to thank our beloved HOD, Dr. Siddharaju sir, Professor and Head, for his continuous support and encouragement.
Thank you, madam.
Next, I would like to thank Dr. Gauri Shankar sir, Professor and Dean III for creating this wonderful platform to conduct such events for students to encourage and motivate them. Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you, ma'am.
Next, I would like to thank Dr. Prabha ma'am, Institute Coordinator, for her continuous support. Thank you so much, ma'am. Now, I would like to thank all the coordinators for their efforts in successful conduction of this webinar. Thank you, all the coordinators. And last but not least, I would like to thank all the participants for your participation. Thank you so much. Thanks, everyone.
Thank you all. Stay safe. Thank you very much. I'll see you again very soon. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you.
Dear
Thank
participants,
you so much, sir.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
Dear participants, in the chat box, we have posted the feedback form. Kindly fill it so that to get the certificate also, that will be helpful. Thank you. Thank you, Ananda.